we're not hoarding. We would have done this anyway, just due to the fact that we do go through paper towel. I am in the process of planning our next big Costco haul. We are trying very hard to buy enough food to last us for 2 weeks. We only have the one fridge in our kitchen and a small freezer downstairs. We do have another freezer out in our garage that we could put into place and plug in if we needed to. But the bigger thing I'm finding is trying to stay on top of fresh vegetables so that we are eating enough fruits and vegetables. Those are the big ones, because now it's getting warm enough outside that I can't keep them in the garage and use the garage as a fridge, which I typically do. So I'm writing my list of, again, pantry staples, things that I already have on hand. I have put together a list of, I think I've got now 15 different meals on this list. You can see it here. I have 15 different meals on here. I will show it to you in more detail. I put that together today because we are planning on doing the majority of our shopping at Costco. We are changing things up here in the province of Alberta. We've had a huge outbreak of COVID just a little ways away from our house, within minutes actually, of a huge meat processing plant out by where the girls go to Awana. And there's over 300 cases just from that plant alone. So we are wanting to do a big shop, do it in safety, and hopefully not have to go to a grocery store again. So I'm planning things out as best I can to make sure that we will have everything that we need in order to be able to go and do this shop, come home, and have everything that we'll need for 2 weeks. Here you can see I've written down my meal plan of all the different meals that we have. Now, some of these are checked off because I know that we definitely have what we need in the freezer. Now, something like the pad CU, I've been craving it. I absolutely love it, but we cannot get the noodles for it at Costco. That would be something that I would need to go to a different grocery store for, and I don't know if I want to risk that much exposure, so I may cross that guy off. Now, half the time I had mentioned that I've been making enough that we can eat, say, 2 meals made and then a meal of leftovers, so I may not need all of these. I also made a list of my side dishes to make sure that I can use up the fresher vegetable meals first and then switch over to more frozen type vegetable meals later on in the 2 weeks, in order to be able to keep up on the fresh the veggies that we need to be eating. Even if we had enough fridge space, I am not sure that I would be able to keep the vegetables going for that long. The last lettuce that we bought from Costco, honestly, we used it within a week and it was not doing well by the time that we hit the end of that week. I don't know if having one of those food savers that sucks all of the air out would be something that would really help in this situation. I like the idea. I've thought about getting one before, but I don't know that I'm going to invest in one right now. But to be able to have something like that, because all of my avocados, even though I put them in the fridge, they all ripened at once, and we had to eat them within 2 days. So we ate 8 avocados within 2 days on everything you can imagine. They're delicious. I love that. But then we had no avocados for anything else. Here are the other lists that I've made. I've kind of separated, say I had taco salad. On this side, then I went ahead and put that I need ground beef, I need lettuce, avocados, tomatoes, I need sour cream, and then taco chips. You can see in each of the different columns there. Now, I will take this list and take it downstairs and check it against our food stores and see what we already have, because a lot of these meals on this flip side were actually planned around what we already have on hand. Clancy just checked on his Costco app and was telling me everything that's available on sale right now this week. And so we also added a bunch of those things to our list so that we would be able to pick those up and make sure that we have on hand what we need. I have to check our paper towel and see how much we have downstairs. I really don't know, but I really don't want to run out of paper towel right now. And so I have a few things written down that are definite buys just due to the fact that they're on sale. Chicken drumsticks are on sale. We always buy them when they're on sale. They have pork butts on sale. And so we will buy those because meat is something that I always grab if I notice that it's on sale. When you have a large family, it's just important to buy meat on sale every chance that you get. And we really like to buy our meat from Costco. We've always had great success with the quality of the meat there. So here you can see we're going to check for Lysol wipes to see if they have any of those. I would really like to get into using Thieves or something instead, but paper towel is on sale, toilet paper is on sale, pork is on sale, chicken legs. There are some Cheerios on sale. They're multigrain. I think they're coated with the sugary stuff, so I don't know if the kids will prefer them as much. Activia yogurt, Parmesan cheese, tuna's on sale, and I may check to see if they have NyQuil. Those are all things that we typically have on hand, and I want to keep up our stores of those because we go through them, and if we're going for 2 weeks without, I would really like this, this time to make sure that we're not going out in those 2 weeks for any food type stuff. If we can give this a while to die down, I will take my safety precautions tomorrow, be as safe as I can, wipe my groceries down once we get them home and take care of them, and try to prevent anything that's out there from spreading to the family. Now that it's really starting to hit close to home, it seems most important that if we're going to go out, that we just go out for fun, like today going for a drive instead of having to go shopping. So I may go tomorrow morning, which will really throw off trying to have some sort of routine tomorrow. But if I can get there tomorrow morning earlier instead of later and try to be there when there's a good selection of meat and whatnot, that would really help me out. Now comes the fun part of checking what we already have against what I have on our list. You can see the paper towel up behind me. We have 5 rolls. I'll write that down, see if Clancy thinks that that's enough to get us through. We definitely wouldn't go through 5 rolls in 2 weeks, but it may be worthwhile to buy a new pack just to have on hand for when these ones run out. We're not hoarding. We would have done this anyway, just due to the fact that we do go through paper towel, and it would be nice to have some on hand so that it doesn't become something that we're trying to make do. I do have a lot of rags because Tig has grown out of a bunch of her clothes, and so we've been cutting those up into rags. So that is something that we could do also. I'm trying to switch over more that direction instead. We'll start by going through the freezer to look for the meat things, check off what we have so that I don't end up buying more than what is necessary. I've taken an inventory of everything that we have on the shelves to make it easier to come up and make my list. Now it makes my list substantially smaller, which is kind of nice. So now that's my next step, get my list going so that tomorrow when I go, I can just check my checklist and make sure that I check things off as I put them in the cart. And that should make it also a much faster shopping trip. I've put check marks beside the things that we already have in the freezer. Added a couple more things onto this, like apple juice, so that we don't run out of that. I don't have any fresh fruit on here, so I am going to have to add some of that. I don't think I bothered to put bananas or anything on, so I will pick up more bananas, whatever type of fruit sort of thing that I can get right now. And so this side doesn't matter as much now. It's more about taking the ones off of this side that don't have a check mark beside them, adding them to my list, and making it so that I usually also organize my list according to department. I will start with breads, then I'll do meats, then I'll do fresh produce because it's right there, then I'll do dairy, and then I'll do freezer section, and then I'll do all of the dry goods so that I can just check everything off as I'm walking through the store. It just makes it a lot easier for me. I'm going to go and do that now, get my list ready so that I can go tomorrow morning. I'm not sure if I'll go and stand in line tomorrow morning before they open, or whether I'll go mid-morning after maybe I've got some kids through school. I'll just have to see how it goes once we get up and get going. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't, please hit subscribe and that bell notification so that you receive a notification every time I post a new vlog. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.